Hi everyone, welcome to Garage Talk. In this video I'll give an overview of the differences between customizing Inner Sphere, Clan and 2C mechs. Inner Sphere mechs are the mechs that most people will be familiar with. Hardpoints are fixed per variant, but engine and upgrades can be changed at will. Only Inner Sphere equipment can be mounted, which is usually heavier and larger than Clan equipment. Inner Sphere weapons are also heavier and have a shorter range than Clan weapons. Their damage is also lower, but it's much more accurate compared to Clan weaponry. Excellent engines are more dangerous in Inner Sphere mechs, as you can be destroyed by just losing one side torso, as opposed to two side torsos for Clan XL engines. Clan mechs are the complete opposite in terms of building. The engine, upgrades and some equipment such as jump jets are fixed per component, meaning that the handling of your mech does not allow much change. However, you can mount different omnipods that will give your mech different hardpoints and sometimes even jump jet or ECM capability. Each Clan omnipod is equipped with case, which prevents the propagation of explosion damage, while this has to be equipped as a separate module on Inner Sphere mechs. Also, lower arm actuators and hand actuators can be added to improve your horizontal arm movement at the cost of crit slots. Because of all the fixed crit slots and these modular crit slots such as the actuators, some components with similar hardpoints will have a different allowance of weapon loadouts just due to the lack of available crit space. 2C mechs are in between. They behave like Inner Sphere mechs, as in you can change the engine and the upgrades, but not the hardpoints. In contrast to the Inner Sphere mechs, they can mount Clan equipment. This gives them the advantages of both worlds, as in they can usually mount more weaponry than Inner Sphere mechs, which deal some more damage than Inner Sphere weapons, and keep up with their mobility. The downside of the 2C is the lack of quirks, making them much less durable than their Inner Sphere counterparts, and the inherent lack of accuracy on Clan weapons. For Inner Sphere and 2C mechs, it's good to exploit the fact that you can fine-tune their mobility. You can start from a weapons loadout and then try to fit in a large engine, which still allows for sufficient heat dissipation. Also, you can start from the engine that you want to use, especially when you're on a low budget, and build a hard-hitting weapons loadout around it with the slots that you have. Since Inner Sphere mechs still have a higher kill potential because of their more accurate weaponry, you can also try to make a heavy brawler loadout at the cost of your mobility. 2C mechs are much more fragile and have worse brawling weapons, even though they can mount more of them. So medium to long range builds are often more effective, with the exception of quick SRM boats. For Clan mechs, your mobility is fixed, meaning that certain chassis will have different roles that they're good at. Try to work that role into your build. For example, the difference between a direwolf and a warhawk is not just 15 tons. The direwolf has a slow engine and a lot of hardpoints, making it a very effective slow suppression mech, boating a lot of weapons. However, the warhawk has a lot less hardpoints, and it's better used as a brawler with a few heavy weapons due to these limited hardpoints. Besides that, it also has fixed heat dissipation, it has 20 heat sinks by standard and good mobility quirks, making them much more effective at close range than the direwolf. Smurfy has an overview of pod hardpoints, and I suggest looking at that to quickly calculate the pods that you need. You can also use the MWO Clan quirks page to help you as well. A good way to start building is to figure out the possibilities of each omnipod available to you. What is the maximum amount of hardpoint you can get, and how much do you actually need? The omnipods with less hardpoints are usually compensated by more positive quirks, so try to have the least amount of hardpoints necessary for your build, and or check which omnipods gives you the best benefits for the loadout that you want to run. Take note though that not every Clan mech has quirks. I hope this was of help to you, and see you next time.